Today I get with me in the studio Ishmael Bangura and I also get with me dictionary and today we can look at analysis them on the English Premier League and the Leone Premier League. But before that, as usual, we'll get some updates them way around football and other things the way they happen as sport on various international leagues them and also on the local leagues them. We will start with the one from the Club World Cup as the Club World Cup done set for expanded team them from 32 team up to 48 teams so that then go get other teams then from Europe will go get involved as this complaint meets them and then file for this change from Barcelona and that of Manchester City and Manchester United because we know say the last Club World Cup, big team they not be Bokude for play. So this time around, if they increase and to from 32 to 48, it will be a very good thing as other bigger opponents then will get involved and the champions themselves gonna say yes, they really deserve because they beat all the best team them from Europe for winning. So I think say a very good thing from that and also Carlos Ancelotti don't confirm say it is signed a new 4 years deal with Brazil very soon. The former Real Madrid coach be don't join Brazil national team as then coach. He don't coach them for the World Cup qualifiers and other friendly matches. And now he don't talk say how he go extend in contract with them very very soon, which will be a good thing. We all know in record way begin Real Madrid and so far we don't come Brazil national team. It don't they help the Samba boys them a lot and they don't they push forward as then they try for go and compete in the next World Cup and also for Winam. Also, we they go on to the incident will be happen back then between Vinicius and that of the Benfica player. But now this time around, Benfica don't say they don't make a complaint against Real Madrid player and Valverde say during the UEFA Champions League match, Valverde be do something we no right, he do an assault and he do a misconduct, a violence of misconduct that they plead that he go get a punishment with regards to Dande. And also sources close to that talk say with the Vinicius issue, Madrid and go fit very well for make sure say the player will be call Vinicius a monkey, then go find all carry and sanction so that case is still there on. The UEFA said and go investigate with FIFA, so we go wait for the investigation report and know waiting whether or not it did call Vinicius monkey or not just a misunderstanding from Vinicius. Right from Madrid, we go all the way to Barcelona as Michael Carrick don't say it go leg for make Manchester United loanee to Barcelona winner Marcus Rashford for make it go join the team as Rashford now it don't become a very big impact na the team right now na Barca and Barca they really want according to Mateo for make sure say Marcus Rashford stay in Barcelona and also Manchester United they want time but Rashford say he wants for stay in Barcelona. So decisions yet to be made, but the player can say yes, he wants for staying at Barcelona. And come out there, we go all the way back to United, and this time around, the captain Bruno Fernandes has Bruno the club door open, and Bruno also open for join another club, and he wants for left the club at the end of the season. United, they don't say okay, then go release him for 56 million euros but they no go sell am to any club within England outside England and then go sell am too. And Bruno na a very vital player and with regards to all that, Saudi don't confirm say them go want for buy Bruno if Man United decide for seller at the end of the season and that club then Al Hilal. Al Hilal said them go want forget Bruno Fernandes na then team. Bruno na a very useful player for the United team and now then captain and one of the most vital midfielder we then get as he don't create the most chances for the team and also na the Premier League. And Bruno na one player way difficult for get injury. Throughout in period he only don't miss out and this year he only miss out three games due to hamstring injury and last year he missed 2 games. The 2021-2022 season, Bruno only missed 1 game, and the 2018-2019 missed 2 games. So Bruno also that kind of player where they out for months, 4 5 games. No, in highest injury record where you don't get at the club now only 3 games you don't miss. So you don't show how vital and important it running at the Manchester United team. And from there we go on to Liverpool as Anis London confirmed saying they get plan for Alexandra Isak and they can't wait for get him back now the squad and it will return very soon, if not to the end of March, but hopefully Alexandra Isak could all return by April. Isak now a very good player. Every day, Newcastle, he go on to Liverpool, but since he can Liverpool not get much of him yet, at some point, they struggle for adjust to the team. The tailway start for click. All of a sudden, he get injury, and a lot of people then say, "I'll not flop," but you know, really get enough time yet for play with the club. And they out of injury, don't there for months now, but and it's not done confirmed say by March or April, he go don't come back. And from the break, we can conduct over 2, 3 coaching course, then FIFA license A, B, C. This time around from the FIFA license, then say for woman then na free. Any woman we interested in coaching courses, you just need to apply. It will be free from the D license on to the A license, which na a very good thing for help for improve the game na woman football. Kudos to the SLFA president, the SLFA as a whole, and also the executive committee. And this will last until the executive committee change. From there, we go on to transfer now the same local league as the 2025-2026 Premier League season. Then as Salon then transfer window open and Mongwemo Queen don sign Edith David Doe from Liberia as he go can join the team for help them improving their squad coming to the second leg of the Marampama Instruments Premier League. As the second leg they begin the 28th of this month. So this they don't see this player say it will come for improve this team and make sure say then win the league as already they lead the Marampama Instruments Premier League table. And from there we go on to another player where don't sign out of Sierra Leone, don't sign now Ukraine when I Saliuba. Very popularly people that they call him Messi, Saliuba don't left for strikers, they don't go sign for Ukrainian club when a FC Zoya as it don't emerge for a new feature. This contract will last on to 2 years. So they wish the player all the best and make it go fly the Salon flag higher. From there, the coach of January for the Leone Premier League, they don't finally announce the winner of the coach of January. And this coach here, so now I'm a coach from Old Edwardians, when Patrick Bangura. He gets a very good run during the month of January. He played 5 games, get 3 wins, 2 draw, and lost no game. He gets 11 points all in total for Old Edwardians. And presently, Old Edwardians, they thought na the Leone Premier League table winner a good thing for the team, and then don't put up a very impressive performance as well. And from there, we go on to the an update from basketball for begin the coaches gala and the knockout tournament they start today where therefore be the game therefore play between Kennedy Nets versus Freetown Lakers, and another one that game they start 5:45 p.m. and the other one get for play between Canon Royals versus Moridin. And this game they play 7:45, and all the game here therefore play Upward Basketball Court now Wellington. So the Basketball Federation wants for also invite fans them of the game for go as they prepare for the new season. And while on basketball as well, the Basketball Federation they on a project as well for the issue out ball them to different clubs them and part of the country as well for help the game for boost. As one also say the ball now one of the key things the way they make the game play. So McKinney they don't receive their own ball, and this go help them for push forward the game and for develop new talents them as well. Also quick on transfer on football, Easter Lions FC don't sign Mohamed Kamara. So Mohamed Kamara don't join FC Kalon don't sign Mohamed Kamara. Kudos to Ram and the team they look and say go be a very good player and go help for improve the squad depth of this team as the second leg of the Leone Premier League they start. Like I said just now, we get with I got me at the studio Dictionary and Ishmael Bangura, and today we can look at the match fixtures, them the current standings, and also results them of the Leone Premier League and that of the English Premier League. As the leagues they go on tough, both leagues are very tough right now. As, the English Premier League day on the second half of the season, and this time around, these games, these results will determine who that go win the league, and the Leone Premier League they come start the second leg of the season, but very very intensive so far. So we will go right away to that. We go start with the English Premier League. Well, I'm Dictionary. Welcome back. I go and make we touch on something before we get into the match fixtures, them and other thing. The Club World Cup. Chelsea became champion of the last one, and this time around, my reports don't come and say they will increase the team then to 48 team them because Barcelona and Man United be plead for that, and they be completed the team they need for increase so that will make the competition more competitive. And because of that, they don't agree for increase up to 48 team there. I want to know what you think about that. If that will help the competition for be more competitive, because I can remember after Chelsea win that a popular football player legend be talk say I'm now a Mickey Mouse trophy. Now and then, but this time around they don't increase the team getting giants of Europe them for involved. They go still call them as Mickey Mouse trophy. Dictionary waiting a view on that.
So my view on that, football is a game where it is open to expansion. There is no agreed format when it comes to such competition. It can be stretched, and come to think of it, it's the FIFA's competition. FIFA then competition of FIFA, like we see, this is an FA's competition that's going to be very tight. Like we see, for instance, the English Premier League is 20 team. If there is huge amount of revenue, they could generate it. We might get 24 teams. They can get the championship, we get close to 22 or 23 teams. So for FIFA of itself, like I said, they're a sovereign body. We get rights for doing it in one do. But let me get the facts right here. The FIFA World Championship, as they always call them first before they changed the name, was founded in the year 2000. It was not held from 2001 to 2004. Then they get one dispute for that able for rebrand the league again and give them that particular facelift. So you get for see up to 2023, where you see say Real Madrid be winner. It takes them some time. Follow see the new one, the new format will encounter to win at the 2025 version. We see Chelsea beat Paris Saint-Germain by 3-0. And in total, now be 32 teams will participate for the entire process, and you will get 6 from the confederations. Then that are the different nations that where they're around the globe of itself. So let me watch at the formats and get for see why make they will actually get for expand them. So before this 2025 edition, most teams be qualified to the FIFA Club World Cup by way they win in continental leagues. Lots of, for instance, inside Europe, Paris Saint-Germain won the Champions League. You can inside the Copa Libertadores, inside Brazil, inside Southern America. You can inside Africa now, we African Champions League. You take and go Asia. So all these teams where they win, they get one representative where they come for compete at the FIFA Club World Cup. But in this new version we don't can now, it's not like that. Now, if you observe, there was a Super League where we don't table. In which teams like Real Madrid, Juve, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and some of the bigger teams in Europe, be one pitch. Now, in force FIFA for they actually extend the FIFA Club World Cup. So you observe there was a 2 different formats. So that's why when it collapsed as recent as in January, in which teams like Real Madrid and Barcelona, Florentino Perez make it clear, they backed out. So backing them out now don't count issue of relevance for teams like Barcelona and Manchester United. And these are teams that come at venue, they generate huge amount of money. So FIFA back the watch and say, like, if we're leaving teams like Barca, and it based on the coefficient on the UEFA standing. Yeah. Now you make teams like Manchester United and Barcelona no go. Because if what are the past 10 years, the UEFA coefficient, Barcelona and Manchester have not been doing well. Barca last won the Champions League 10 to 11 years back. The same counts for Manchester United. Over 8 years back, Mourinho was the last person who won it, the Europa League. Teams like ATM, Atletico Madrid, the Juve, the Paris Saint-Germain, the Manchester City, the Chelsea, you see the amount of energy they put. So if they bring in team like Manchester United and also Barcelona, mind you, Manchester United don't regain the form. If United is to make it to Europe this year, you will actually get them. But the FIFA game is coming back 4 years after now. So it takes like 4 years after now, they are actually projecting this proposal, say, we want to bring in teams like Barcelona, Manchester United, perhaps Arsenal even, into the because Manchester Arsenal the coefficient and in UEFA stand don't begin go up.
Yeah.
Real Madrid maintained their stance again for this year's. They topped the entire coefficient in Europe. So it is the more you give energy to these teams, it generates revenue. So FIFA to watch at the business end. Because if you watch at the recent Club World Cup in USA, the turn-up be too low. Chelsea, their first game, had a low turn-up. So then they all day offer huge concern. So if you watch at this, it's a good business idea. But if coefficients-wise, they're not competent, teams like Barcelona, Arsenal, or Manchester United, if coefficiency-wise they're not delivering in Europe, don't bring them into the game. But if it's revenue and business sake, bring them into the game.
All right, I'm saying I go ask you the same thing. Welcome, by the way, to True Sports. Then I think they produce for me today. They in as a guest as well. Say looking at the Club World Cup, the new format and everything of increasing. You think say it will be for make the game effective?
Yeah, of course, they get for make the game effective. But mind you, there's a lot of other things that we get for improve on, because for Africa now, they see a lot of teams that need to get chance for compete in short leagues, and now we get a lot of teams that we go up there for compete. And mind you, get for create a lot of the expansion pan football. They come at any time because the game is very revolutionary. Because every point in time there are issues where we say they link probably changes to the league. So for me, they don't come up with a situation now. We have 48 teams. Them they compete in this competition. So this next competition. So I think it's a huge one for massive chance for African giants clubs them for compete, go commercial business them as well, and also for show them quality at a global level. Because mind you, a lot of criticism they come from African teams then because we need to get the chance for participate in such competitions. Because mind you, we get quality players then we good as the likes of players in the Premier League in Europe, in other top leagues in Europe. But they get chances for competing in the leagues there. So for me to get UEFA presence at the world stage for expanding then kind of way there, I think now I think we'll for glorify. Because not only for the sake of expansion, but now also for the sake of improvement, revolution. Because the game they change as they go on, the game they change. Because look at now, there is this also VAR who they want to try for Kamut now, who they want to change the way wo they look at VAR at first, but they are still debating about it, still at the round table. We as Wenger the pioneer for make them change the way they call offside. I make now as in half of the body, where your body they completely off the man. Now I can now call them an offside, wherein if some amount of my body still linked to you, it might be totally on the side. So it's really a big for me. Mostly I think about the African players them. Because now they know they need to represent themselves enough and then leagues there, and they don't get a chance now for show them flag and fly high.
All right.
And the key thing, Nene, before you come, do you know the original trophy of the FIFA Club World Cup was taken by Donald Trump?
Yeah, that
You know that's around there?
just get
So it's online, I saw
Yes,
it online.
yes.
online,
But this is the twist. If FIFA they give room to European clubs for participate, they have to do the same for African teams also. So because you observe, they don't Africanized African players now to go into Europe for them to unite top professional players. So now the African League cannot be compared to that of the European League, not to the Copa Libertadores playing in Southern America. So FIFA need to think about giving relevance and credence also to African teams. You only call one African team. You only call one African team. What about us having like four teams in Africa going to the Club World Cup? That's the same also. We all deserve the same amount of acceptability in the football stage. And this is FIFA. This is not CAF. This is not UEFA. And this is not the Southern American football team. You understand this. So at the same time also, with the crave on the indulgence of FIFA, if you bring teams based on the coefficient, check our coefficient. But the key thing is about standardize the African League is. How many qualified players so you can find in the African League as compared to Europe? When stars are born in African leagues, they ship them to Europe. Now you see this, I can't remember his name. He played for Ajax and later played for Chelsea. His name again. Ziyech was after he had a long streak career in Europe, he came back to the African League. So it tells you, if you want to shine as an African player, you're being told to leave African League and go to the European League. But at the same time, also, this they devalue the African League and they make FIFA not to give you the credence and value you need. So now like a two-way something.
But I don't get now. Possibly the proposal will get like 6 to 7 African teams.
That's the proposal. That is what we are looking at. I read through it, but not be too privy to that particular side.
Okay,
so this they expand, expansion, they give more face value to the African League. So it's not about shipping our players to Europe. We can actually build us and give the momentum.
And the CAF African Champions League can get much more momentum.
How many of you they watch CAF African Champions League? Part of them you watch ball and click to DSTV and watch them. You don't get that much.
I think so. Yeah, but then again, CAF believes so then self need for do more in terms of how they market the league for make people that adopt the league.
That's the thing. Now, for you watch Salon League, pass you watch FIFA Plus.
Yeah,
when can we push Sierra Leone League into DSTV? We don't even have the copyright. We don't even have the TV rights. How many people can invest into African football? Now, these nations, see European Union, now he sponsors all the sponsors. They sponsor the entire AFCON business. So, what do you expect money to come from? And the West, they generate money from TV rights. That is where they make their money, from endorsement deals. But Africa, we don't have the money. So, it gets you to say, FIFA to watch at the revenue. FIFA needs money, need cash. For let them make a single trophy for the Club World Cup, it costs them $200 and something plus $1,000. With over 40 or 15 carats gold. And they cost for make that FIFA Club World Cup where Donald Trump keep his Oval Office. So they come for her later. They will give you trophy Chelsea. They will give you original trophy.
All right. From there, they get somebody from the Sierra Leone Basketball Federation on live. We don't join me now, and name na Ishmael Bangura, we na the general secretary, and Ego can tell you about the coach gala way that they organize and waiting the public need for no. Ishmael, welcome to Truth Sports.
Thank you.
All right. Ishmael, you go please tell me about the coach gala waiting there about.
Actually, we league for don't start in January way past, but last year we become na park, na town, and we spend a lot of money to put that festival together. But at the end of the day, we will get disagreements then. After all, don't spend over 50 million for full time place with the help of to sell other people away for construct them. So even for the final, we don't focus with 4-5 for the 3 days with the final. So the president and the executive it's we engage the minister and NSA on the basketball court stadium. So at the end of the day, we engage them and we begin a final phase where NSA and the Ministry of Sports will call me for go do inspection of the court and make recommendations on which we want for change. And tennis will do the same, volleyball will do the same. So at the end of the day, we don't give them the recommendations they are within the work on. So we expect to get the National Stadium courts this February or March, when they don't know the recommendations to the Chinese then. So because of the league for don't start and things they don't train, so the coaches then they engage the president, ask his league not started waiting to happen. So we tell them say we're not going to go spend that kind of money in a park and we don't promise the National Stadium. So because one decentralize the game, we will make a coaches gala when I 2 weeks gala right now the eastern part of town. We now by Wellington, we will engage few teams them during these 2 weeks with the gala. So we say then with the handover stadium, they will start the National League workout. That's exactly.
Okay, where you then call and coach gala and people then go and know whether not for coaches them or not players and therefore participate for this gala.
No, we get the name coaches gala because now the coaches they engage they want to do something before the league. So these are like a matches they will show them teams them before the gala they start.
All right. With this gala, how it go help for keep the players and fit stay the official gala, the official tournaments they begin.
Based on this gala, the coaches then go see the team, they make assessments, then they get ready for the National League where they commence as soon as they hand over the stadium deal. Because we don't engage our sellers when I may sponsor them, or see how they go full time.
All right. In case they no hand over the stadium till the date when they expect, the tournament not go continue.
They will go make another gala to get a real place because waiting the happen, we know one go to that issue we get last year with National Park. We at the end of the day we don't pay for the place, but because of the final, they make we pay extras and it costs a lot anyway. That league it costs a lot. Because now we don't fix the park, fix the railing, fix the ground, make the rims them, even fix lights them way some of the light they will not go pull and say they can have to sell the with them. You know. So we will continue to make gala until we get the national stadium. But the minister and say don't promise we say that the final piece this and please we get the national stadium court. We now we own national courts and we will be able to commence immediately.
All right, I'm not going to ask you concerning the national stadium fine because I believe say Yusuf not get enough knowledge onto that because before again they don't say that they under morph, they're not able under morph yet, and up to now they're not under morph yet. So if say this year don't they're not under off, it means say the basketball federation are gala they no more get for the play.
Yeah, of course. If that's other activities, then we will likely get the player also. With the help of FIBA Africa, just like how we get the youth camp last year, with the type of suite also we will do. And also the type of suite we will engage the under 18 this year, but all depends on the financial support we get.
All right, I'm with the gala and waiting. I go to know if not strictly for a man them or woman themselves gets for involved in this.
No, this is specifically for Monday mainly. Because the woman gala will take place later. But actually, with the plan for go nationally, now because of the time frame we make this for engaged teams there. And not all the teams then are just 8 teams. So
All
not so
right.
long gala.
All right, thank you very much, Ishmael, and we hope say the main league will start soon. And why is the gala they go on? Before you go, quick one. How una go encourage fans them for go and also the players them how they run they get ready for make sure say this gala so be successful onto the national league will they start.
Everything is set, and then within our Facebook page, then our sub page, and then we then engage teams them, and people will then engage themselves. So we don't forget a very good gala. And then we don't get you journalists that also with the pass around for you. And actually it will be good. And I hope you say good today.
All right, definitely I will go and enjoy the game. Thank you very much, Ishmael, and I wait for me your invitation for go watch the game.
Go farmer.
All
Thank you
right,
very much.
thank
Have a
you.
great day.
That's now Ishmael Bangura, the Secretary General for the Sierra Leone Basketball Federation, and then tournaments they can begin very soon. Well, the main league for starts, but they wait until they get in the national stadium. But then they play galas. Them we will get the players them ready, and the coach them will also they prepare themselves onto the main tournament they start. Are they in the studio with Ishmael Bangura and also dictionary, and then they help me for get analysis on the Leone Premier League and that of the English Premier League. We go start with the English Premier League and look at matches way for play and how teams then forget to the point. You know, I know say na Chelsea fan go dictionary go can talk more about Arsenal then. We know today as well a Man City fan, so as Arsenal they drop points in the Gladdy because then they capitalize on that. But say I go to you first. This one we go come to Arsenal the young but we'll look first the game between Aston Villa and that of Leeds United. How you think say this game get for goal and whose team you think say gets for winner?
I, I think so this is not a tight game, to be honest, because we know Aston Villa gets a lot of talented players them in the league when it comes to Bueno, several other players them. Although them we don't sell the likes of the main man who be the call out for say Mr. Spectacular Duran, but unfortunately they still get a lot of great players them where I think say they stand a huge chance for get the 3 points or at least get a point away.
All right, dictionary going to the Leeds United game. You're not Chelsea fan. You know how dangerous Leeds don't get to now this season, yeah, and then they go face Aston Villa away, and then they've a very stubborn team. But unlike last season, Aston Villa not really they be much of a threat to a lot of teams and pass Arsenal no more. But I'm looking at this game here, so this fixture, still me think say get for winner.
So predictions when it comes to the teams that win at the bottom half. We watch at the first half of the Premier League and the bottom half of the Premier League. It gets two-way. Because if you watch it in form right now, Aston Villa is in form. And they're even contenders for the Premier League.
Yeah.
Unlike Leeds, really you're saying are bottom table teams and all. So Leeds literally just get their own form. Let me watch at Aston Villa the last 5 games. How many games they don't play for the last 5 games? Aston Villa be lost to Everton home, 1-0. Aston Villa won against Newcastle, 2-0. That was match day 23. Match day 24, Aston Villa be lost to Brentford. Match day 25, Aston Villa lost to then draw with Bournemouth. And match day 26, they won against Brighton. Let me come to Leeds United for the past 5 games. Match day 22, they beat Fulham 1-0. Match day 23, they drew with Everton. Match day 24, well, Arsenal thumped them by 4-0. Match day 25, they defeated Nottingham Forest. And match day 26, they drew 2-2 away to Chelsea. So waiting this the signal, it tells you say by strength and by depth, Villa literally gets the squad depth that Leeds United. But that is not the key thing. If you watch at the head-to-head between these two teams, head-to-head, as it stands right now, Villa don't get 15 wins, Leeds don't get 7 wins. Villa don't do 5, Leeds don't do 9. Villa don't lose 6, and Leeds don't lose 10. And Villa don't score 37 goals, and Leeds don't score 36. So it tells you in total, Leeds and Villa get a lot of rivalry. Of the Premier League, in other competition, it gets a lot of rivalry. So for this particular one day, as per the thing on decks, Leeds get 4 clean sheets in the entire Premier League. Aston Villa get 8 clean sheets. So if you're watching an inform right now, I'll tell you, say, I'll go for Aston Villa. Because if you have played 31 games in total, Aston Villa get 12 wins, Leeds get 8 wins. You watch at us all. And the last game when they play quickly before I go over, the last game, Aston Villa, on the 23rd of November last year, Aston Villa defeated Leeds, Leeds by 2-1. And the previous match on the 2023, Aston Villa defeat Leeds 2-1 when I be February 13, sorry. So if you watch at all the streak, I'm going for Aston Villa for a win. Because if you beat Leeds in the home last game, they just in their home as Aston Villa, and now the pressure is right on Arsenal. Aston Villa, I'm going for a win for them.
Yeah, well, make we see what in that result they go bring. Why is you been the talk? We'll go back with you dictionary. Brentford there for play with Brighton as well. The same day, the same time when at 3:00. This game here, so between Brentford and Brighton, you know. These then are meetable teams. They wouldn't can meet up themselves. It can be very unpredictable, but we can also then can be a tougher side when it comes to facing bigger opponents. So I'm looking at this fixture here. So we'll see if he's again for win the game.
So Brentford and Brighton is an interesting. Brentford currently the 7th in the league, whilst Brighton the 14th in the league. In total, Brentford, I'm amazed by how they've done things. Tallying 40 points right in the Premier League is huge. While Brighton get 31, I've seen the lowest of Brighton for a longer time. I remember when the Zabri was at Brighton, you see the energy they had. You see them, the Mitoma, the card man, the card in soul.
Yeah.
And they FA by 3-0. They lost to Aston Villa in the Premier League by 1-0. They lost to Crystal Palace 1-0. They drew with Everton 1-1, and then they lost to Fulham by 2-1. So if you watch on the last 5 games, Brighton doesn't have a win. You watch at Brentford the last 5 games, they have 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss. Total matches, they don't meet 36 times. Brentford and Brighton. Brentford will win 12, Brighton will win 14. So in total, you get what you say, Brighton get the hedge already. But if you watch at Inform right now, I'll tell you, looking at Inform, the last time Brentford won against Brighton was in 2007. And they beat Brighton by 4-2. So it tells you like that's over like 19 years back. So can we see that for replicate back in the league? It is not possible. So based on stats, based on current inform, I get to see Brighton winning if based on the records, but based on current form, I'm seeing Brentford to demolish Brighton by a huge amount of score.
All right, the record, these are the record versus the current form. But football, I want to record most of the time can they dominate. But then again, if the chance for make a team break the record still there. But we will come back. I will come back and get your view on this day. Make we go for a quick commercial break, and when we come, we will discuss. We will continue the analysis. Mina Nene Fofana, this not good sports.
Orange Maxis gets flexible data and voice plans them wey go fit you lifestyle. Try the Colat Mini for just 70 Leone and get 2.5 Mbps speed for 7 days. You can need data anytime. Your bundle they give you fast internet anytime you day. For you can prefer customized plan. Your own bundle they make you select the exact data and voice package where you need. Find the best data and voice option now on Maxit. Download the app and stay connected. Orange Maxit app, they give you more sweet special features we designed for make you life simple. No miss events. Buy tickets for concerts, sports match, or any show directly from the app. Enter the marketplace, shop latest products them, check special offer them, and enjoy exclusive deals. If you make mistake on transaction, no worry. The app gets instant reversal feature where they give you control over your money. All the special features, yeah, and more they waits for you inside the app. Download Maxit now and enjoy the full experience.
Mama, this internet no dey gree make I do me homework. It's too slow.
I no want make you worry. Signature Connect don come na salon. Signature Connect wey na fiber internet and microwave coverage e get, dey na salon now. And e come from make the internet problem done tapata. Signature Connect wey dey na number 92 Regent Road Hill Station don come with package them wey go sweet you. When you connect, you dey get 3 days free trial for both postpaid and prepaid options. Then package and sweeto, then get 700 for small homes, 900 and then 1,250 for smaller office them and business place them. And sell for corporate services them. You dey able use the internet for connect to CCTV camera, laptop and phone and other appliances them where you get na you house or you office. Not forget to Signature Connect day for all man. Contact them na 072 568 290 or 033 233 620.
Welcome back from that commercial break there. This is Truth Sport on Truth FM 103.9, Truth Media on Facebook and on YouTube. Me and Nene Fofana. I get dictionary with me in the studio and also I get with me Ishmael Zebangura. And today we dey look at analysis on the games where they for playing at the Leone Premier League and the English Premier League. We dey start off with the English Premier League as they don't give out them prediction, the analysis on the games the way and get for play. But we go continue with the game between Chelsea and that of Burnley. Dictionary they come to you might get a different opinion first. Zehu, welcome back. My opinion on this game here because I know say Chelsea go dictionary go can tell we say in team they win all blah blah blah. But might get you first. Say Chelsea and Burnley.
I think say to be honest, because I get for be fair, but but Chelsea they in a good form. Considering they get the day 5 position and get 44 points, and that now a really good standing for the although possibly not to the standing we didn't go expect, but now they get a new coach. Leone we they do extremely well in form look spectacular for the time being.
But enough for Arsenal.
Well, that's a huge conversation we'll get into. But I think say for Chelsea now just another stroll in the park because this now team we didn't get edge over, we didn't get players experience pass. But I think say in terms of them having Kyle Walker and the team now also a great leadership for them. But I don't think say that they get for be enough because we don't see the form in the likes of João Pedro, Neto and also them Cape Fernandez where they do extremely lots in pioneering this team for the standing with them now. But I think say this not just a stroll in the park for them, they just get an easy win here.
All right, that's your prediction. Maybe you're gonna be a little bit different from the because the rivalry and all that go for me Chelsea to go point. But yeah, Chelsea they inform that team will be the fourth place. All of a sudden we see Man United don't come but over the mid. And dictionary, you know, a Chelsea fan with this game. I don't say you go say Chelsea they win, but Burnley then can be a very challenging team for play and then can press now a team where they do high pressing throughout the game, so it can be very challenging. Having Sanchez as now goalkeeping when our goalkeeper came blunder our one term, so sometimes it go give away one goal give to Burnley. But overall I think say yes Chelsea go win this game looking at the current form with Mousinho as the coach, and they play where they don't they play the performance, the players and quality players. Then we get Estivao and that of Cole Palmer and lots of other players the way they into the team. Cucurella way, of course, is a very good player as well at the back, and you can see a lot of dominance. But with this game with Burnley, waiting at your thoughts and your prediction.
So football is one of precedent, and if you check with previous match games, the mode of play, I'm going to determine we win one or we lost one against Burnley. So let me watch at Chelsea last 5 games. We last 5 games, we don't get 4 wins, 1 draw. You watch at Burnley last 5 games, they don't get 2 draw, 2 lost, 1 win. Chelsea won against Brentford. We beat Brentford 2-0. We beat Crystal Palace 3-1. We beat West Ham match day 24 3-2. And even the team where Yagba Arsenal win Wolves, we give them 3-1 away, and also we do 3. Burnley in last 5 games, they do with Liverpool. That was a good one. Match day 22. They do with Tottenham back to back. That was a good one. They lost to Sunderland 3-0. They lost to West Ham, and then they defeated Crystal Palace. Now, if you watch at Chelsea and Burnley rivalry, I think down the years now, Burnley don't be a good team despite battling Championship and Premier League for the latter part. So you guys say there's this back and forth, back and forth. Chelsea is currently 5th in the Premier League, and Burnley the 19th in the Premier League. We know to Arsenal where they won, they got to learn from the mistakes and all that. So Chelsea in total for this Premier League get between we and Burnley, we don't get 12 wins, whilst then get 4 wins, 8 draws, then get 6 draws, 16 lost, and then we get 6 lost, and for 7 goals scored, they scored 28. So you look at this one, it tells you, say, ourselves and Burnley, this is to make the 20th match where they can play Burnley. We're not often play them much. We don't play 19 match in total. Chelsea don't get 13 wins. Burnley has only won against Chelsea once.
Then they can make two.
So so if you watch at the last 5 games, we don't play Burnley from 2005, 2004, 2023, 2021, 2022. Chelsea don't win 4 and we don't draw 2. So if you look at the stats, it tells you say Chelsea they inform for to score more goals. So if you watch at the squad depth of itself, Chelsea currently might be struggling with Cole Palmer because based on what I read about Liam, Cole Palmer still is struggling with in toe, and it's a problem. And we are playing in Stamford Bridge. The only key thing I'm happy for the referee this game and Louis Smith is a referee I trust. It's not like the referee against Arsenal, Wolves game, the Calafiori, he wake up and maybe the glasses fall and then he gets for malfunction in the latter part. So if you watch with squad depth for Chelsea, quick prediction for squad depth before you come in. Sanchez of itself for the inform, and also we see the Cucurella, the Badiashile Astafullah, it will never happen. We see Chalobah is also fit, Rich James is fit, Malo Gusto is fit, Wesley Fofana is fit, Modric is also out of the game right now, Palmer and the Jorge Santos and all these quality players, they're all in form. We spoke about Burnley. Burnley get the squad depth, but the last 5 games, winning against Crystal Palace might give them the energy saying we have to do something against Chelsea. And these are teams fighting relegation. We don't like bottom teams playing the first half teams, they can get that energy. So perhaps the Wolves speed can attack and Burnley say, let me get that energy back and can create disturbance for Chelsea. But we learn from Arsenal a mistake and we'll correct. Making 20th match, we're going to win that game.
This is now between Chelsea and Burnley. I'm going in. I will go with you. Then I get to say because I'm a Man City fan. Man City they play Newcastle. Now interesting game. I can always like for see when Newcastle they play bigger opponent then because they can put up a fight. And mind you, Man City we don't defeat Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. So maybe this will be a time where Newcastle can fight hard. And looking from the last game, we see say Newcastle be very dominant, then get 6 goals and go down score 4 goals in 1 game. And Man City 7 are a good player and good team, get good attacking power and all. But going into this game, dictionary, which team you think say go win this game here? So
we get to see Man City will be playing Newcastle 4 times this season.
Yeah.
They're going to play them 4 times this season. And this is just the 3rd part we're seeing them going to play. And you watch at currently, I haven't seen much of City for a longer time. City is playing match day 37 now. They've scored 54 goals. And we know City by then, 10 their last season, they might be chasing 70 plus goals. So City gets a goal drought. So bringing people like Simerio get for firepower, the entire City squad. I haven't seen much of Mamouche. Savino, based on Guardiola, I read through his Twitter account, Savino is fit again, but Doku is out. He got some amount of problem. So the league standing, Manchester City is 2nd in the Premier League. while Newcastle is 10th. City in total alone gets 53 points and Newcastle gets 36. Newcastle is struggled this season. First time last season, Newcastle in the first half, in the first table, they were there. So let me watch at the inform guide. City's last 5 games, they don't go 1 and they won 4. We see they defeated Liverpool 2-1. They even beat Newcastle 3-1 in the League Cup, which was inside Manchester City. Whilst for Newcastle, for the last 5 games, they lost 2 and they won 3. They defeated Aston Villa 3-1 in the FA Cup, which was a good one. And then they defeated Tottenham Hotspur 2-1 in the Premier League. And they defeated Qarabağ 6-1. So in Gordon scored 4 goals. Having seen the British player, the last I saw was Harry Kane. That was in the 2019-2020 season, which was amazing. But let's come to the facts. City has played Newcastle 160 times. That's huge. 160 times. And City don't win 69. Newcastle don't win 55 and they don't go 36 times. And that's huge. But if you watch at the current inform, the last 3 games, from 2025 to 2026, Newcastle won against Man City on the 22nd of November 2025 by 2-1. The first leg, City won. Newcastle won, sorry. Yeah. Then you watch at the remainder, Man City defeated them 2-0 in the Carling Cup, and also 3-1 in Newcastle, and all that. So if you watch at the inform, Manchester City are currently unbeaten in 21 Premier League home games against Newcastle, which is very long and undue. So the last time when Newcastle beat Manchester City, that was almost in 2018. That was a very long time. So you watch that particular stats there, it is huge. So there's pressure on Newcastle. So looking in form right now, I'm going to go for Newcastle because Newcastle have never completed a league double. Because the last time it happened was in 1983, 1984, for let me see, Newcastle gets a league double over Manchester City. So can we see a replica of that to happen? And also in 1955, 1956, for let me see, Newcastle. So it's over like 30 to 40 years, down the years down. So can we see a record to be broken? But however, based on inform, City will go today. I'm seeing City to beat Newcastle for this particular one.
Yeah, I think City need that advantage. Looking at Arsenal don't drop points and going in for the title. Well, no way it can get to these 2 teams. Yeah, City can get Arsenal a very tough time and they can go and capitalize at the end of the day.
For the past 6 years, they don't keep 6 clean sheets against Newcastle. The last team did that against was Stoke City, which was between 1982 to 2014. 7 straight games, Stoke City don't even score inside the Etihad. So all
right, well, we get to the Man City fans. I
hope I'm being objective and neutral for him. Anyway,
now the Etihad, Man City, they host Newcastle. The game. What do you think they get for happen? Is it pure dominance?
I just want to tell Dictionary for say thank you, bro. Talk. You know, as you can say back outside studios, thank you for what's so sweet. But anyway, I want correct and say the team will play Liverpool, not to be inside Etihad, not be inside Anfield. Mind you, will get the magical twist.
I didn't spoke about Liverpool.
No, you said you. I think I hear you correctly.
No, I didn't spoke about Liverpool.
You not talk about 2-1 beats against them.
No, I didn't spoke about.
But if you don't talk about some more, magic could in the blink of an eye. In the blink of an eye.
About Newcastle.
Oh, I thought you mentioned the win that we had against them. But anyway, I think say Man City forget a challenging game we don't see for the few last games they will get with Newcastle. And I remember the way he mentioned with them beat we back in I think 2018 if I'm correct, because that was Karen Trippier in free kick. If I remember correctly, it was Karen Trippier in free kick. And I think say they still get a lot of quality players them in the likes of Burns, in the likes of Gordon, then get fine players them, and also then striker also. Now another one for keeping your pockets now a big challenge, But I think say this game is not an easy say, even for women as City supporter. It's not an easy say we could just carry on with the 3 points go. I think say this now one we'll get for battle with until the final half of the game we'll get the 3 points, because I know so we have a higher percentage of getting that point, because I see so we don't get a win with them in the I think it was Carabao, if I'm correct. Carabao, we trash them all, and also we get a game with them where then come back being quite shocking, wherein we get a lead in the first part of the game, and then we see them begin to score goals them from nowhere, like the juju just click. Well, you see goal and the fly come also, but at least we don't get reform, and we still play in the last game. We get a 3-1 win against them. Where I think saying I just for that particular game, that just was an easy stroll for we. And I think say in this time, in order for be an easy stroll, to be honest, because this now the English Premier League, we know to just a stroll in the park type of game. This now game we get momentum, we get a lot of rivalry, and we get a lot of I have to say criticism if players don't actually perform, because we don't see the likes of Savinho, Savinho, where they get a lot of challenges now in terms of form for City, and Semenyo don't come up in a position wherein it put up thrilling performances then for City for a signing we just come in for get this type of impact is immensely appreciated from him, because nobody expects him for just click into his system. But now we don't get about. I think say this game will be a tough game, but I think say City they go with the 3 points.
All right, because of time, we're not going to get the fixture of Man United. We're going to get one between Arsenal and Tottenham, and that's not because a London derby and a big game now, the biggest game now the weekend, now the match weekday. So I feel say we only need for talk, but I am me an Arsenal fan, obviously. It's a game wherein now a big battle. Whenever you talk of rivalry in the English Premier League, you need to left Arsenal and that of Tottenham.
Yeah,
And
North
this time
London
around,
derby.
Arsenal they go play now Tottenham they own. The past 3-4 seasons, Arsenal don't they dominate totally. And coming from the last game, then past 2 games, Arsenal then past 2 games, not to one way then go be proud of now the Premier League, and then they go face the rival from then and go on to Chelsea again. So this now a tough one, and this now a game where they need. And of course, Tottenham also need them for the brag rights and the battle of Udana, the pride of London. So it's a tough fixture, a very good game get for play. Dictionary, because I know you not like Arsenal at all. I will start with you.
So I'm a Londoner, and I'm proud to be a Londoner. So it all depends. So I'm not going to say seeing a Londoner top in the Premier League, it's a good one. So I will say that. But the sad side for Tottenham going to this match, Bentancur is injured. Richarlison is injured. Romero is injured. Danso is injured. Kulusevski is injured. Pedro is injured. Kudus is injured. Udogi is injured. Badgeville is injured. Madison is injured. And Ben Davies is injured. That's a huge gap for them. For Arsenal, Havertz is doubtful. Doman is also doubtful. And Odegaard is also injured. And also Merino is injured. So you watch at the injury list, don't you say Arsenal might get a scorecard. But we from a lot put the facts across. Let we viewers and listeners out there get to understand how this London derby therefore go about. So this is the thing. Arsenal, as it stands right now, is the most interesting team to watch. We literally say everybody they put up Arsenal gets then go end up I'm laughing at Arsenal currently stopping the Premier League. They are first in the Premier League. They get 58 points, and they have won 17, and they have played 27. So this is match day 27 going to match day 28. Whilst for Tottenham currently they 16th in the Premier League, bringing Igor Tudor into this tells you there's so much they have to prove. And Tottenham currently don't play match day 26, they get one game at hand. Arsenal already gets games played more matches than not Tottenham. Tottenham only get 37 points in the Premier League. So this is of a huge concern for Igor Tudor. Igor Tudor is coming to the Premier League, a team apart from Nottingham Forest to get so much amount of pressure where you have to deliver. So that's not the key thing. That's not the catch. Let me watch at the head stats between Tottenham. So Tottenham and Arsenal down the years now people are almost you see let's just pass over to this person and I get for Siam and there's so much in it. So for the Tottenham game, if you watch at the injury prone for the last 5 games, Arsenal don't do amazingly well for the last 5 games. I'm still trying to put up the facts for the last 5 games. But the injury being prone for Tottenham literally don't weaken them. Because we all know the intensity where Tottenham can bring in when they can play a London team. It's like Fulham playing Chelsea. And worse than playing Chelsea. You might see them weak, but when they get to play their teams like Everton playing Liverpool, whether you pull to that momentum, that spirit of that massive side derby can get that amount of energy, say, let us go in and we can actually get for deliver and bring that disruption. So going to this game, Arsenal is on pressure, and Arteta begin prove to himself, say he's an average coach. And it is important for Arsenal to get so if you want to win the Premier League, you have to do something. Let's watch at the past 5 games for Arsenal. Arsenal last 5 games, they lost to Manchester United 3-2. They won against Leeds 4-0. They defeated Sunderland 3-0. They drew with Wolves and then they drew with Brentford. So you watch at these last 2 games, it's a pressure for them. and there's so much on them. Let me go to Tottenham. Tottenham, their last 5 games, they have 0 wins. They have lost 3 and they have drew 2. They drew against Man City. That was a very heavy match in which City drew and drop a point. And also they lost to Newcastle, lost to Manchester United, and lost to Wolverhampton, which was a huge pressure for them. Now let me watch at the stats between both teams. How many times they don't meet up and who don't get the highest wins, they will determine, say, Arsenal go gets the head. So they have met. Well, I'm laughing because Arsenal gets a lot. So they have played 67 times. Arsenal will win 15. Arsenal will win 28. Newcastle will win 50. Tottenham will win 15 and they don't go 24 times. The last 5 meetings between them, Arsenal defeated Spurs November last year, 4-1, which was good. And in 2025, also 15th of January, Arsenal defeated Spurs by 2-1. So the last 5 games, Arsenal don't win 4 and they don't draw 2. So it is a Tottenham the struggle for even defeat Arsenal for the last how many games, which is a good one for Arsenal for say we will go into this particular one and get for win. So there is a pressure on Arsenal to win this match. Arsenal have to win this match because if they to lose, it's a problem. But I'm going for draw because the reason why right now because Arsenal are the super right now. So you listen, you don't have much to tell Arsenal on what they are to say or perhaps on what they are to do. Perhaps the Manchester City man over there will get an alternative prediction for get for say. But pay attention to the referee in this game. Peter Banks is a technical referee down the games now. I don't know, watch him carefully in the decision where they get. You're not getting too much to favor Arsenal in the games where they play. So that's the problem I'm going to have with Peter Banks. And then you get Edward Smart and Blake Antrobos. Antrobos, whenever he can serve as referee too, can be a bit slippery. So if you watch at the refereeing things and you watch at the stats, I tell you, by Sunday, Arsenal by 4:30 on Sunday, going to 5:30, Arsenal, I'm going for a draw with them and Tottenham.
All right. Zay, right over to you. I'm not getting nothing for say.
And they are playing home. Tottenham is playing home, so I'm going for a draw.
To be honest, me just want to keep me on off the stats because we all know be look at Wolves forgetting to go with Arsenal, but unfortunately, then the app you will see in those score in the 94th minute of the game.
Calafiori score.
The man cries that way when the game now. But anyway, it seems like I know the school name. But anyway, I think say pull up our stats because this now just me talking as some possibly support the table and the favor of my team at the same time. But at the same time, I just want to say despite Tottenham the injuries them within game, I think say they also stand a chance for even getting a draw with Tuna because we don't see the likes of Wolves. We know they in a category where Arsenal they in the kind of pick where they go on. And I think say we dictionary mentioned say Arteta not just an average coach. I not take him in that perspective there. I think say for me a coach be topping the league they give Pep Guardiola a run for his money or they say
3 years now.
But still an average coach cannot do that for 3 years. Despite saying they win the league, but at least they give him a hectic time. But
the hype is if it
no.
hype you.
No, you're hyping that's what I hype player for me and I feel good. But I just say the truth because I think say for me it's a team and a coach they go in that form, not to just an average coach for then they always the top the league. It's not easy for me to know.
Stop for calling me coach.
And
Stop for the call me coach. Not an average coach.
All right.
Yeah,
Definitely
not an average coach. So I just my prediction go possibly be say Tottenham go do a lot despite saying gets a lot of injury in the likes of as the man don't say Kulusevski, Kudus, Poro, and the rest of the other squads. But I think say nobody look at Wolves the same way they look at Tottenham because Tottenham get an injury. They don't mean say they're not able to deliver something spectacular for Lossie. And mind you, they don't do against City. Wherein even me, I was so uncomfortable during that match. They small WhatsApp were on me, but I cajole myself small. But anyway, I think say they still stand a chance for make them get a point and possibly even get 3 points from that game day. Despite say they get all injury and then still they mind you, then get shares from their own supporters.
All right. Me not Arsenal fan. I go through a lot right now, so I'm not gonna really talk much about that game day because Wolves we still say Wolves come up from
Yeah,
nowhere,
thank you,
2
thank
months
you, thank
down,
you.
come on top and
Thank you.
defeat Arsenal. But then again, this na a derby. And unlike the way we Arsenal underestimate to Wolves try to manage the time of the game in order for be the same team because they know the power of Tottenham. They know say whenever they face each other, now a battle for pride and a battle for supremacy.
Yes,
This is not
yes.
so only for the fact that Arsenal need for win matches, them for go on top and for increase their chances in winning the league. But this now a match we are in. It's a battle of rivalry,
Yes,
a battle of
not
pride,
London derby,
and
not
London
London derby.
derby. So it get for be a very intensive match, and I recommend fans them for go watch it. Going on to the next stage of this discussion, we dey go to the Premier League, the Leone Premier League, and because of time as well, we go only try for keep up few matches them like the first we dey look at the first 2 games that we get for play today, and from there we look at bigger games that we get for play. So we go start today. FC Kalonga for face Diamond Stars na approved school field. And dictionary, I will start with you. This match here, FC Kalonga Diamond Stars, we see earlier I read a signing from FC Kalonga. They try to increase the squad depth. FC Kalonga a team more than say na the Arsenal of the Leone Premier League. So and then they go face the Diamond Stars. Diamond Stars self they struggle small in terms of the league, in terms of competition for reasons the way we don't know they don't they struggle small, but then they try to keep the momentum. Going into this game, we'll see if it's a for win.
So FC Cologne and Diamond Stars is not to the meetings that day. And based on me so against Naya, FC Cologne their last 5 games, then get 2 win and they get 3 draw. Diamond Stars their last 5 games, they get 2 loss, 2 draw and 1 win. Let's watch the previous meetings between FC Cologne and that of Diamond Stars. They met last year, May 24th. We see the FC Cologne be defeat Diamond Stars by 2-0. And also in January last year, FC Cologne be lost to Diamond Stars by 3-2. And also in 2024, we see Diamond Stars be defeat FC Cologne. So if you watch at the last 4 to 5 games, Diamond Stars literally get the heads. But if you watch at in form right now, it tells you say both teams to struggle. Struggling in the sense for now. I remember when the Premier League just started, FC Cologne get so much energy that they were top in the league. But you watch at match days later, then drop form, it's of a huge concern. What was the problem? Is there a tactical problem, or perhaps is it the player that lost the motivation needed? So it becomes of a concern. We almost say FC Cologne is not like Diamond Stars, who might be having the Diamond backing or political backing, because we see much of the Diamond Stars in the APC era. When there was a change, I like for politicized things, pardon me. When there was a change of government, Diamond Stars lost in form, lost the investment they have to do. You see them saying the Kono Holdings, they pour money per Diamond Stars. Money was there. But that only is, say financially, Diamond Stars is losing the form, and FC Cologne is losing motivation. So going to this game, Diamond Stars get ahead based on stats. But I'm seeing a win for FC Cologne because they're playing home. And I met one of their players coming into earlier today, and I told him I'm hoping for them to win because the Cavaliers is one team. I'm not emotionally attached to them. I have a team I support in the Premier League. But Cologne, they play good football. And I love the quality of football Cologne is playing. So I'm going for a 2-1 win for FC Cologne to this match.
All right, say.
I think the O2, as the man just say, the O2 they get a lot of challenges in form. We don't see FC Cologne start the league, and then they drop points. Then it's actually yes a huge concern. But at the same time, I think there are 2 teams then we go through a bad form right now, and I think say for indicate say a team go get another one of the team then go get a win here go be. I don't know how for say now they say. I don't know how for say. I don't think say anyone will go away. I think say they go for a draw we are in because I think they get a lot of challenges where they going with them right now. And I think say because now they see the leagues now they get a lot of goals then per game, so I go for a 1-1 tie.
So the quick why I said that currently FC Cologne they 4th on the table and they don't play 15 match, and Diamond Stars 17 rock bottom of the Premier League. So it's of a huge concern, and Diamond Stars get -6 goals, and we say FC Cologne get +6 goals. So it's like +6 and -6 and all that. So we might get to see something, and FC Cologne get 6 wins in the Premier League. They don't get 6 draw, 3 loss, and Diamond Stars don't get 5 loss and 7 draws. So you just say Diamond Stars is dropping points, and FC Cologne is literally have to play safe space for maintain that top half of the Premier League. So there's a huge pressure on them today.
Yeah, FC Cologne, like you said, they fought right now at the league table, only 4 points behind the leading team winner Star Sports Academy.
Yes.
And Diamond Stars just get 2 points above the team where they below.
Which is 14
and
points.
Yes, winner 14 points, and the team where they below get 12 points. And
Yeah.
talking about the team where they below, the team where they first they play the team where they below, and this could be an Arsenal Wolves reversal or something like that. As Star Sports Academy get for go face Lua FC. Lua FC they rock bottom the table with only 12 points, and then they 18th at the table. While Star Sports Academy get 28 points, and they lead the Leone Premier League table with only 1 loss. Dictionary, they start back with you. Star Sports Academy and Lua FC.
So Star Sports get for surprised me. I tell you, this Premier League, they surprised me. We're like, wow. I mean, Karim is doing what the heck, man. You brought in that Leone Star vengeance. You want to pull up our Premier League team. What up? I love that energy.
I love the
Yes?
dominance.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I love that. So if you watch at Star Sport the last 5 games, then back to struggle. They have 1 win, 3 draw, and 1 loss. You watch at Luawa FC for the last 5 games, 2 draw, 2 loss, 1 win. Currently, they rock bottom minus 10 goals in the Premier League, whilst Star Sports gets 9 goals plus. So you watch at this particular stat. Let me get a more clear. Relegation zone and winning the Premier League zone is a huge difference. And the relegating team, this is match day 15 going to match day 16. And that's almost dividing the Premier League into the second half of the Premier League playing now. So you watch at this particular one, so what do you have to say? I'll tell you, I'm going for a win for Star Sports Academy, because Star Sports Academy of itself, I don't follow them for a while. The Premier League is one thing we're hooked on to. Beside the English Premier League and La Liga, I'm hooked on to it. So if we get to see this match being played today, it tells you, say, they have a role to play. They haven't met that much yet. The last time they met, that was on the 6th of April 2025, which is a Star Sport and Luawa do 2-2. And also on the 7th of February 2025, Luawa be defeat Star Sport Academy. So if you watch the head-to-head, you will see, say, Star Sport Luawa get edge over Star Sports Academy. Now, Star Sports Academy can get that energy, but because I mean, you can even take Leone Star or Matt, one can pull out a Premier League team, we don't agree. Do you please? Do you a small, sir? So you therefore say, if you watch on table, Luawa get a record over Star Sports. But going to this game based on inform, both teams to struggle in form. But I'm telling you, say, Star Sports get the backing, they get the players, they get the good coach tactically. I'm seeing a win for Star Sports. They have to maintain their stance in the Premier League, because a single draw or single loss would say that would topple. And all everybody else is coming very strong to come there. Third currently, they coming very strong. We might see perhaps something disrupt them. And all everyone is already here. They want to win the Premier League for get a strong stance, say they're going it. But I'm seeing Star Sports to defeat Luawa.
Zay.
I think it's a huge gap for make the team where they are at the top of the table, they go for a team where they are on the bottom half of the table. And I think I don't follow how Star.
Also bottom half on bottom.
Yeah, they are bottom.
Bottom.
I don't see how then they play, and then they're very tactical in the way then they play. I don't see how they play a lot of diagonal passes where they switch pace. You can see a lot of times they wouldn't play because I can watch them online. Most of them will say at the end of the pitch they watch them, and you don't see where they use both wings. Basically, they don't get say we then go say and they rely on this particular wing. So now so more of the creative chances that they come out, then they use both wings. They see where they don't choke the other wing. They can say diagonal pass where they go.
Now people tactics they pull now.
Yeah, no. It's just no more kaya. For can't talk about how they play. So I see now when I quite see when they use quite often, because we don't see where in the team that they have for say. They study tactics now, and they say okay, then they use a lot of this. They get a player where they create a lot of chances from this particular wing. Wherein then go see I would say 2-1. When they say the double team man. So now then they play a lot of full pitch. They know something. They come with the attack. They come from everywhere. And possession wise, then Sabi have to say bang to me. And then call an go league bang to me. So then Sabi playing and they quite well, and then they do a lot. And I think for me, this is not just a stroll in the park for them. I like for use that word, a stroll in the park. But I think it's not just another stroll in the park for them. For me, they get a 3-point win. Yeah.
All right. Will they go on to Old Edwardians then game, because then currently they third now the table, so we get the game between Old Edwardians and that of Fusum Stars.
So this is the top half game, and it's a very tough run. Old Edwardians currently the last 5 games. Funnily, Old Edwardians is the most informed team in the Premier League. 5 games been played. They have 3 straight wins, 1 loss, and another win. So it's like 4 wins, 1 loss. for their last 5 games. If you watch at Wusum's the last 5 games, they don't win 2, drew 2, and they lost 1. And Wusum currently they 6th on the table. All the Edwardians they 3rd in the table. So there's a 3 space different. And currently all Edwardians get 24 points. Wusum get 22 points, and they are going to match day 16. However, for this game, if you watch at all Edwardians, the All Edwardians team, I'm not going to can do them. Once they can get, like we get that shock, that shock where the shock person. They can get that shock when the Premier League starts up to their match day 19, 20. They do amazingly well. As they begin with their match day 21, 22, 23, they begin to drop points. They drop. That's the inconsistency problem I don't get to the All Edwardians team. But let me watch at this game between them and Wusum Stars. Their stats, the head-to-head between both teams. So all the way the last time when they meet up Wusum Stars, which was in June 13, 2025, all of them beat Wusum Stars away to Wusum 1-0. And also in March the 23rd of March 2025, all of them beat Wusum Stars 2-0. And also on the 20th, 2024, March 2024, which is say all of them beat Wusum by 3-2. So for their last games, all Edwardians get edge over Wusum Stars. So we should say banking on that, all of them might come into this match and win. And all Edwardians is funny, that's the team I support in the Premier League because I school at St. Edwards. So Chelsea say all Edwardians, I'm not being sympathetic towards them. With them chap, I blast them. I'm not being emotionally supported to them. But currently they're informed. They're the most informed team in the Premier League because having 4 wins and 1 loss in the last 5 games in the Premier League and having like 4 wins straight against Wusum Stars, it speaks volumes saying they could go into this and if it's a win, they become second instant in the Premier League, which is a good spot for them. So I'm seeing all the Edwardians to carry today. As per the stats record over Wusum Stars, it's a good one.
That is if Bible Warriors can lose because then Sef not very good.
No, Bible already play.
They already
So if all Edwardians win, they can just topple them.
Okay, come up from all Edwardians then game going into the next fixture. We go get the game between Bible Warriors we not play it and that of Sniffer FC. Oh, they are not give chance for Gion. We'll go back to all Edwardians then game say.
I think as the man just say a lot of things we are quite agree with. Where in St. Edwards them team. They're quite informed right now and we don't see how then they play and how then they deal with situations them. But I think this is not a game we will not just go for give Edwards the slacks. For me then just say we'll give them the 3 points. I think this game will be a tough game. We may predict say possible so we'll get a goalless draw because we don't see now the league not get a lot of goals in a single game. It's very difficult now for me to see a game where in a team they win 3-1, 4-1, it's quite often because they see the quorum. So I just say this is not a goal, let's go because of the other team will not just they cry them down despite say they get a lot of lapses where then they go through and all. But I think this is not a game we got for be a challenging one for the Edwards. I think so they go for a goal, let's go.
All right, we'll go in for Bible Warriors then because then Sef they in a very good form. Then be only get only win of the league last match week and this time around they go play Slipper FC. Bible Warriors don't put up a good performance. Coach Zappa they training boys them very well, good tactical play and a lot of other team pure dominance with them begin at the league. So dictionary going into this game, Bible Warriors they go play Slipper FC. Most team if it's again for win this game. A quick one, please.
Yes, Bible a quick one. Bible already second in the Premier League and also Slipper the 11th in the Premier League. And Bible in the last 5 games they get 1 win, 3 draw, 1 loss. Slipper in the last 5 games they get 3 draw, 2 loss. So this is now a game where we say the 2 teams meeting. Bible all just get 1 win. So there is a pressure for Bible to get to maintain the 26 points we then get. It's either they add them up or perhaps then get for reduced time. So going to this game, based on stats right now, Bible Warrior is doing amazingly well. But Slipper at the same time can create that disruptance. Yeah. They can able for like how skin disturb the upper stance, especially for them and Arsenal. So let me watch at the last 3 games. Slipper be lost to Bible Warrior last year. In the last game, we then lost by 3-1. And also in 2025, we see say Bible Warrior be defeat Slipper by 2-1. And also in 2024, we see say Slipper be do with Bible Warriors. That's the last game we then draw. So going head to head, I'm seeing Bible going to defeat Slipper and all that. Because Bible needs to maintain the second position. Instead, they come first or perhaps they come third. So there is a pressure for the third man from them, and there is a pressure also for Mystical with the fourth position. So I'm going for a win for Bible Warriors.
All right, so a quick one.
I think say this now a point in time wherein I think say they get for fit for hold them position because we don't see at the back of them they get another team where they run at them with full pace, and I think say now a chance this for me them then get them points up and keep them position running, because I think say this team don't they play quite well for the past few games them, then they don't give you phenomenal performances they would only see, and nobody expect them for the put up such performances, because see as the league starts the likes of Fulba for strikers then be the get a phenomenal run with them be the top the league, then be the challenge big teams them putting out results. I also say nobody expect from me where they come out from about first. I know they expect me team for they perform in that kind of way, but still them be the show we say then self will compete in this league and show the talent we then get in the likes of who player who just sell out Salu, and then the winner will be quite a player for you. They get a lot of contribution to the teams in terms of passing, in terms of chances created. You know, now that phenomenal, and I wish I'm the very best in new endeavor. But I think say this not just a wherein we then just get forget a win. Where I think say this win are just a simple run for them for get the 3 points here.
All right, I'm saying why is there on that? A quick one on the game between Bo Rangers and that of Abacha City. Then Dictionary you go take on Banta FC and Mighty Blackpool. So Bo Rangers are also start. And Abacha City, sorry.
Bo Rangers and Abacha City, we see Bo Rangers the way we them get their hype in the previous league, and how they form they now. I think say we all really expect much more from them because of the way wouldn't be on the play and the type of players them wouldn't be getting, the likes of Musa and other players that will be actually there in form. I'm able to recall their name right now, but for now in this league I don't see them the up then game in that level they wouldn't be get the previous season, which could be see them they get goals them coming in from angles that we may not be predict, and the results then be quite I'm sure saying that then they stay at this league go. But now we don't see then they get a lot of lapses and they get a lot of challenges them going on. And this game not a game where I go say now is a stroll, despite say the other team as well gets a lot of mishaps or whatnot where they going with them. But I think say this is not a team wherein a lot of controversy they go around, because we're not going to just predict saying that this team they win and that team they win. I think say this is not a chance wherein any team can get a win here.
All right, on to you, Dictionary, Banta FC and that of Mighty Blackpool.
So the Bantal Blackpool is a huge match, but just a quick one. Let's just make listeners out there know say Bo Rangers currently the 5th in the table, whilst Abacha the 16th in the table within the relegation zone. So to the Bantal game, Bantal Mighty Blackpool. Bantal they 7th in the Premier League and Mighty Blackpool they 12th. This is new for us to say. Both Bantal, Blackpool, Bo Rangers, they in the bottom half of the table. We will say 3-4 years back, you talk about the top 5 teams, you find these teams there. So there is a reverse, there is a paradigm shift where they happen now. Say the football now they play by big names. It's about the quality of players you get, the big names at the commitment level and the discipline and the tactical involvement of the coaches to go get for see teams they play well. So if you watch at Bantal, the Bantal and Mighty Blackpool game has always been a sought after match in which you see it gets huge crowd turn up, because you know say Blackpool now one of the most the older teams. Bantam like a small picking for Blackpool, small picking, great grand picking back. If you watch that particular piece, let me watch at the facts quickly and get it right between these two teams. For the last 5 games, both teams don't get 2-2 win, 2-2 draw and 1 loss. Blackpool gets 2 win, 2 draw, 1 loss. Bantal gets 2 win, 2 draw, 1 loss. And the last time they met, Bantal defeated Blackpool by 2-0. So it tells you, say, based on this stat, Bantal can carry the head. But I'm seeing a draw for this match. So there's a draw. I'm going between Bantal and Blackpool. I'm going for a draw.
All right. The same format for the last 2 games that we did all left. Saying you to go with our first strikers in Port Authority, you know, our first picking. And Dictionary go get Easter Lions and that of Cambo Eagles. So with our first strikers, they play Port Authority.
To be honest, I think say I get for talk in favor of my community, because I think say then they start the league as I say previously, in a dope performance because they perform well, then they put up stats that we may not be expect. But in this other team, then they face not just a team where they go get a stroll in the park with. I think say this night team would then get a little lapses because they see the way strikers they play now. A lot of their passes they know they go through in terms of defending. They get a lot of challenges. But I think say this now a timing wherein they for step then game up and try for defend defend themselves in the pitch because this now a game where they see them if they not at least get a win then go get a draw because I don't think say they go lose. Then go away with 0 points and I support them forget either a win or draw.
All right. Mind you, Port Authority in a team where don't they give bigger teams them a very difficult team. They need to give them breathing space. And with our first strikers, they start very well, but as time they go and they lost it and Port Authority get the highest goal scorer in the league right now. While with our first striker, they find a way for get goals. Then they start well, having Randy way we know they've seen at the team for a while now. But now, since Randy stopped for them at the team, the goal, the pressing of our first strikers can fall out. But dictionary on to the next game.
So Port Authority they 8th in the Premier League, whilst Wilberforce struggling the 15th. And when they get up when the Premier League started, Wilberforce all over the way. Well, now they end up in a village, so there's no surprise anyway. So now let me move towards the match of the day. Camboy Eagles. I see one person in the comments now on Facebook page. They talk about say Camboy Eagles they come in very strong. It's a good one anyway. Yeah. But let's just check the facts and stats we'll go put across. Camboy Eagles currently the 9th in the Premier League. And Eastern Lions, the 13th. It is terrible to say the Ghanaian Grandpa, when a mighty Blackpool Eastern Lions, they just share a portion on the same table, 12 and 13. Let me watch at Camboy Eagles, their last 5 games. They get 2 win, 1 draw, and 2 loss. If you watch at Eastern Lions, the last 5 games, 2 draw, 1 win, and 2 loss. So this speaks volume, say, Camboy Eagles 9 in the Premier League playing against Eastern Lions. The Eastern Lions, I used to know there's a problem now. I don't know what's the problem between the Blackpool and Eastern Lions. These teams are losing value. They lose the quality of football. First of all, you talk about football in Sierra Leone. These are the teams you call. No more, no less. These are the teams that could jam pack the 30,000+ capacity in the national stadium. Now they play like a mediocre football. It's a mediocrity football they are playing. Who can tell you that Eastern Lions was a one-time Champions League for the Premier League? Who can tell you that? Now they're rock bottom, fighting relegation and all that. So it speaks volume. Let me watch at their last games before we move anyway, the last stats between these two teams. The last time they played, which is a Camboy Eagle lost to Eastern Lions 2-1, and the previous match they played in 2025 inside April, which is a Eastern Lions be defeat Camboy Eagles by 3-2, and also inside 2023 when they met, which is a Camboy Eagles be defeat Eastern Lions by 2-0. So the last 3 games, you see, Eastern Lions get the edge over Camboy Eagles. So going to this match, once Salon football, they're not scoring much goals. That's the problem I'm having. So those are you will stick your bets. Even if we predict here, you could see a total mismatch football going on the field and everything. But as per this game, I'm going for a draw also. That's the best prediction you can give for Salon Premier League. Unless it's a 2-1 win or a 1-0 win. It's happened, so it is good. But don't expect too much goals to come up.
Goalless draw and
goalless draw. That's okay. The system, I'm having about the tactical system. We'll go find the time and talk about the tactics of the Sierra football. It's a problem for that particular one day. Yes, of course, because football of itself, you have to score goals.
Exactly.
You can't be playing defensive system and all that. There's a problem and all that. So going to this game,
man don't study Jose.
That's the problem.
Spark the ball.
So that's the problem. So I'm going for a draw for this particular game between Camboy and Eastern.
All right. Thank you for our prediction. But then they are a tough one. Eastern Lions then say they struggle this season. Everybody know that the defending champions. Some points with the rock bottom, they come up small, and they may say the game against Blackwood and play last weekend go be the momentum pusher for going on to the league. But we go see after the game between them and Camboy Eagles. Fambuna, so we take close the program today. Plenty thank you to una we done the watchery. Una don't send una prediction, and also plenty thank you to me guest them dictionary and my guest producer Ishmael Zebangura. Plenty thank you. Mina Nene Fofana, this not good sports. Mind you, 2 sport they come back to you tomorrow by 12. For now, bye-bye.
I believe that football brings us together. I believe in the power that peace can bring. Now we must all work together to bring about football for peace. Let us unite. Football for peace.
Oh, so you know, 'cause we're different, you don't mean we can Let's unite for the game. Do it right. Whether you win or lose.
This is Truth Radio on 103.9 FM. A new wave.